Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Our topic for today is mad fara'i, which is also called secondary mad. But keep in mind, I'm more I more emphasize that you keep in you memorize the terminology here, and you know mad fara'i. You don't need to know secondary mad or the names that they have, presented sukun lengthening or required join lengthening. What you need to remember is what the word mad fara'i. And if you remember, I said mad is divided into two categories, mad asli and mad fara'i. And mad fara'i has to do with the mad that is lengthened to more than two counts. It's lengthened to more than two counts. And there's always a reason why. I said there is a reason why the mad is lengthened, because the default mad is two counts. And when there's a reason, the mad is stretched from two counts to four or six counts. Okay. So now you have the reasons mentioned here. The mad fara'i happening, being stretched due to the coming of a hamza. Okay. Due to the presence of a hamza in the word, will result in the mad being stretched to more than two counts. Okay. And then you have another category where the mad is stretched to more than two counts because of the coming of a sukun in the word. Okay. Because of the coming of a sukun. So the reason why the mad is stretched is because of the hamza or the sukun. So now if you look at the first category here, let's look at the mad due to hamza. You have in this category, you have mad wajib mutassil, mad jaiz munfasil, and then you have mad sila kubra. Okay, you have mad sila kubra. So you have three groups of mads here that come under mad happening due to hamza. Okay, you have in the next group mad happening due to sukun. You have mad al-arad al-sukun, mad al-lin, and mad al-lazim. Okay, we will go through each and every mad in detail. Let's look at the mad happening due to the coming of a hamza. The first one here is, it's called mad wajib muttasil. Okay, mad wajib muttasil. So what is this mad? It occurs when a hamza follows a mad letter in the same word. So what is the key thing here you have to keep in mind? The hamza should follow. The key thing you have to keep in mind is the hamza should immediately follow the mad letter in the same word. Okay, if the mad letter is followed by a hamza immediately in the same word, then you will stretch the mad from two counts to four or five counts. Okay, it is going to be stretched from two counts to four or five counts. Okay, why is this called wajib? Why is this called wajib? It is called wajib because all the qira'ah require this mad to be stretched to more than two counts. So you have different qira'ahs, right? So in all the qira'ahs, all the qaris, all the qira'ahs, all the people who founded these qira'ahs, they are unanimously, they have agreed that this mad has to be stretched to more than two counts. Okay. It is called muttasil because it is joined to the mad letter. That is, it is coming immediately after the letter. It is right next to the mad letter. There's no gap between the mad letter and the hamza. That's why it is called muttasil. Mutta, right? To come in the together. To come together is mutta. Okay. So again here, it is lengthened to four or five counts. Like if you look at the examples that we have here, you see the word ulaika, right? You see the mad letter is in ulaika, the mad letter is alif. It's in red over there. And this ulaika is followed by, it is followed by the hamza, right? Okay, let's look at the, I'm just going to point it out here. So what is the, okay, the mad letter here is the alif here. The mad letter is the khada alif. And what is it followed immediately by? The hamza here. So it is followed immediately by hamza, and it is happening in one word. Both the hamza and the alif are inside one word. That's why this is called muttasil, and it is called wajib. It is called wajib because all the scholars agree that, all the qaris agree that this has to be stretched to more than 2 counts. So ulaika. Okay. Okay. Now let's look at this other word here. Al-araiki. Okay. Al-araiki. Okay. So if you look at the word al-araiki, you will see the mad. Where is the mad here? The mad is after the letter ra here. Okay, you see the mad alif here. This is mad alif. And remember, alif is a mad always for the letter that has the letter before it that has a fatha, right? So this mad alif is immediately followed by a hamza. Okay, immediately followed. And it's happening in one word. So alal araiki. So the ra is stretched to 4 counts. If there would not have been a hamza, if there would not have been a hamza, if the word would have been just ra with an alif mad followed by kaf with a kasra, and there would not have been a hamza, then you would have read it as alal araki. Alal araki. You have set it only to 2 counts. Because of the coming of the hamza, the word has been, the letter ra has been stretched to 4 counts. Okay? Okay. Now look at this one here. This example here. In the word hani'am. Okay? The hamza has fathatain, but it's still a hamza. Okay? And here the mad is mad ya here. The mad letter is ya. Okay? And the ya before ya, the letter has a kasra. So you know this is a mad, right? And then it is followed by a hamza that has fathatain. So, but you still will, as soon as you see this letter hamza coming after mad letter, coming after mad letter, as soon as you see a hamza coming after mad letter, any mad letter, be it a waw mad, be it a ya mad, be it an alif mad, you will stretch it to 4 counts. Okay, so hani, and here even in Mari, so 4 counts for Hani and 4 counts for Mari. Okay? Okay. Okay, now look at this one here. Okay, let's look at Amma yatasa'alun. The word is, Amma is one word, yatasa'alun is another word. So you see in yatasa, the sa has a fatha followed by an alif mad here. Okay? Sa. Let me make it bigger. I should have made it bigger before. So the scene is followed by an alif, and then the alif is immediately followed by a hamza. And it's happening in one word. Amma yatasa'alun. Okay? So now I stretch the scene to 4 to 5 counts. Now you have the hamza coming at the end of the word. Okay, this is the word. Asu. The hamza is coming at the end of the word. 1 second, sisters. 1 second. Okay. The Hamza is coming at the end of the word, and the Hamza is following a mud letter. Wow. So now I'll stretch the asu to 4 counts. So, يَعْمَلُونَ السُّوءَ. Okay, there's another rule that applies here, but we will discuss it when we come to it, inshallah. So we covered mad sila. We covered mad wajib muttasil. Okay. سبحانك اللهم بحمدك نشهد أن لا إله إلا أنت نستغفرك ونتوب إليك.